I've got two new sets of brushes that I want to share with you. Both are a set of 3, so they're incredibly affordable. One's a set of round brushes, so I've got a number 20, a number 16 and a number 12. And the second is a set of flat brushes, which is number 20, a number 18 and a number 16. And I'm going to show you how you can paint beautiful pictures just by using each of these 3 individual brushes. So it's a great way of getting started if you haven't already tried any kind of decorative painting. So the first thing that I'm going to do is work on a piece of card, and I'm going to go onto this card. I'm going to go into these little mini pots just so that you can see how easy it is and how clean it is to get painting. So first of all, I need to choose 2 different colours. And I think I'm going to go with this leaf green at the end, the light green that I've got there, and maybe even a little bit of the white. Don't worry if there's a little bit of contamination in the pots, which you can see here. I can either go in with one of my glue tip applicators and just wipe that out, or in fact, I can just make sure it blends into the colours that I'm working with. So I'm going to roll my brush into the green first of all, then into the second shade that I've got, and finally I'm just going to pick up a tiny little bit of that white. So I've got 3 colours on my brush. And for this first stroke, I'm literally going to press down and splay out the brush, and then pull that down in to create that leaf. And I'm going to do the same on the other side, splay out and pull that down like that. Now I'm just going to make sure I've got a little bit more paint on the actual tip of the brush itself, and I'm just going to come through here and put on the stem for where we're going to put those little daisies. Now, the great thing about this is I don't want to use any water, so I'm just going to use my wet wipe to actually clean down that brush. And then I'm going to move the greens out the way, and you can see no mess, really easy to clean up. Pop those out the way, and I'm going to go into my reds. So I'm going to choose a couple of these, and we'll work on what this is going to look like. And perhaps this one too, we'll have a little bit of that. So first of all, I'm going to go into this really nice strong red, and let's a cherry, and let's pick up a little bit of that. I'm going to have a little bit of the orange on the tip of the brush and a tiny bit of white. And I'm going to use that to paint this daisy leaf. So bearing in mind, this whole picture will have been done using just one brush. It's quite effective when you see the results that you can get. So there's the first one of the petals that we're doing. I'm just going to go in, get a little bit more white, a little bit more red, and let's do the second one. So down and pull, down and pull, down and pull. I'm going to go up there, just really narrow, make little tiny strokes, and then down and pull round there. So I've got those 2 really pretty little daisies going on. And then I'm going to use one of my little scruffy brushes. Let's take a medium-sized one. And I'm going to go into this light, soft camel and a little bit of the chocolate brown. So both colours really nicely together. I'm going to just pounce this onto a spare piece of card. So I'm just going to pounce that down so that I can see that I've got my colours blended nicely. And then let's pop that into here, just angling the brush a little bit as I go, just to get that texture in the centre. But that little flower has been created using our round brushes. Remember, there are 3 sizes in here. This is just the start of what you can do with it. Great fun. Make sure you don't miss out on getting these. They're exceptional value for money. So I've just shown you how to use a round brush. I now want to show you how to use a flat brush and how with one brush we can create a whole design. So I'm just going to take the middle size out of this packet. So we're going to work with a number 18 flat. When you get these brushes and they're new, they're great to work with because you can feel the pounce in the bristles, which is just fabulous. So I'm going to start off by picking up some white, and I'm going to go into my pot here. Now I've got a little bit of contamination in there, but I'm not worrying about that. I really don't mind the way that that's going to work with the design that I'm working on. And I'm going to go into my red and pick up a little bit of the red. Blend those 2 colours together so that I get a lovely, really even shade and highlight all in one go. And I'm going to come straight onto my surface and start to paint. And you can see here I didn't do any special prep with the brush. You're literally seeing this in real time out of those miniature pots, which are so easy to work with, but also so clean because there is literally no mess or waste at all. Okay, so there's the outside of the flower that I'm creating. I'm going to go back into my pot, pick up a little bit more of that paint, back into the colour. And I've changed reds just slightly because I want to get another little shade coming in here. This one's a little bit more, it's got a tiny bit more orange in it. It's a little bit more cherry. But you can see there how that colour is all coming together. Just by blending the shades and bringing the two colours together, we're getting a really, really detailed effect. And then finally, a couple of last little strokes, pulling that detail in to finish off that flower. All of that done with our number 18 flat. So 3 of those brushes is going to give you 3 different opportunities to paint 3 different sizes. We don't need to change our brush to be able to paint our leaves. It's as simple as this. I'm going to go into the green. I'm not taking the red off. I'm going to leave that red on there. I've picked up just the tiniest little bit more of the white. So I've got that separated. I don't worry about the contamination in my pots because I know that I can use one of my little glue applicators to clean that out if I choose to. But you can see here just that little hint of red really adds to the shading and highlighting. So there you have it. Why these brushes are amongst my favourite, and I couldn't manage without them.
If you want to see more from Highlight Crafts, make sure you click the like button, subscribe by clicking the subscribe button below, and click the bell icon to receive notifications of all of our future content. You can also click here to see our latest video, or click here to see more videos like this one.